our distinguished resource person named Dr. Doneti Sivaji, who will be sharing insights on the development models of Amaravati and Hyderabad from a historical perspective. And please welcome our resource person to share his insights.
Respected faculty members and my dear students, a warm welcome to my presentation. Good afternoon to all. Today, I am intended to give my presentation on Hyderabad, Amaravati and their development models, that with the tagline I feel here that the future is in the past. From 2005 onwards or from 2000 onwards, and if you go before, from 1995 onwards, there was a great demand for the separation of K.L.UNIVERSITY from Andhra Pradesh. And that movement have lasted almost more than a decade. Then successfully Andhra Pradesh was partitioned. Then for Andhra Pradesh, Amaravati became the capital city. And for K.L.UNIVERSITY, already that existing Hyderabad became the capital for K.L.UNIVERSITY. I went to Hyderabad to study higher education, and after that I want to get a job. That is what my main aim. Why? Because lots of companies are there in Hyderabad. A student who is having a background social science, he can go to Hyderabad and he can get a coaching over there and can write all competitive exams and he can get a job. And a Tapi Mestri also can get a job, because in those days there was lots of real estate constructions. A unskilled labor who don't know anything, that person also, if you go to Hyderabad as a security man, as a rapping, so that's what happened. Hyderabad became so prominent after 1995. Literally from 1990s liberalization policies onwards. And Hyderabad, once it was a Nizam city, where it was under the clutches of feudalism, but suddenly it transformed from feudal structures to the technological. Suddenly from feudal society, it transformed towards a technocratic society, technocratic Hyderabad. You see the change, the transformation have taken within the span of 10 years and within the span of a decade. Okay, and it became a destiny for the world class business. It also became a destiny for pharmaceutical business. And it also became a biggest research hub in India with respect to the pharmaceutical research. And it also became an important center and destination for the healthcare industry. So all these things have taken place within the span of 10 years or a decade. And now at that time, Hyderabad became an added advantage to our GDP. So it is contributing a lot to our India. What made Hyderabad became like this? Amaravati and Hyderabad. Hyderabad already, it reached its heights. It got its global recognition. But Amaravati now, it is on the way going with the budding steps. Okay, but the interesting thing is, the one leader, one person have contributed a lot for the development of Hyderabad, and the same personality also is there and becoming a part and parcel of growth of Amaravati. So the definition for the development have been changed. Now the definition for the development is, you see, how many urban centers are there in our state? How many urban centers are able to provide a job? How many urban centers are able to provide an infrastructure for money making? This is now the address for the development or a definition for that. So first let us take Hyderabad. It reached to this level with three phases. The first one is Nizam phase, second one is post-independence phase, third one is liberal phase. During the Nizam time, it was also one of the important, biggest business center in the world. Okay, and the business communities played a major role in promoting Hyderabad. So for example, I tell you, there was diamonds business, there was pearls business, there was other silver, jewelry, ornaments, sarees, bangles, and Kalamkari paintings, and other artifacts, and deeply crafted items, perfumes. These are all. Hyderabad during Nizam time also have shown its prosperity. Golconda, Puranapur, Harawan, Patrigat, Charminar, and these are all the important business centers in Hyderabad. From there, that they created wealth for the development of Hyderabad. And not only this business, and business communities you see, that Pathans from Arab, Sikhs, Rohingyas, Marwaris, Banyanis, okay, Agarwals, Parsis, Bohras, and Kutch Muslims and Kormatis and other important business people, they also played a major role in promoting the Hyderabad wealth. During the decline of Mughal time, you can see that technology also have imported to Hyderabad. And now I will tell you one thing, agro-based industries, textile industries, mining and railways, and this all sugar, paper, these all industries came to Hyderabad during 1860s. And during the interwar period, you can see that is another important step Hyderabad went ahead. Wazir Sultan. Even today also, that your parents might know about Wazir Sultan. Charminar cigarette, have you heard? Maybe your parents might have heard about that Charminar. Wazir Sultan Tobacco Company. Even today also, it is so famous. And in those days, Bansiras, Abdul Razak, and Maulvi Muhammad, and Muhammad Babu Khan, and these are all important business people. They played a major role in development of Hyderabad. After independence, that the government floated many important government institutions to give finance support to the business. Now you can see the State Finance Corporation in 1951, and after that you can see subsequently there are many industrial corporations and everything, industrial infrastructure, everything have been set up in Hyderabad. BHEL, synthetic drugs, Hindustan Nations, Hindustan Aeronautics, Pragya, and like this you see, and ECIL, BHEL, all these companies, public sector companies came to Hyderabad during this phase. So now Hyderabad, what happened? It went to the next level of development. In this stage, Hyderabad became an important job provider, employment provider from all these public sector needs. So with this, Hyderabad went into the next level of its development. When it comes to the 1990s, what happened? That our Indian economy fell in deep troubles. Indian economy fell in deep troubles. We don't have any foreign currency reserves. Hardly 1 month only can run our economy with the existing foreign reserves contained in India. At that moment, P.V. Narasimha, who was the Prime Minister of that time, and the other important personality in Indian politics was that Manmohan Singh, Prime Minister Manmohan Singh. He at that time he was the finance minister, and then these two personalities took a decision of bringing the liberalization policies. Because of the liberalization policies, that entire scenario, economic scenario has been changed. And by the time Chandra Naidu, he became a chief minister in 1998. And with his vision, and with his continuous perseverance, with his hard work, what happened? He strictly implemented the liberalization policies and dedicatedly he worked for the development of Hyderabad. Till 1990s, that Hyderabad was different, and after Chandra Naidu, that Hyderabad is different. Before 1990s, the public sector units and public sector industries played a major role for the development of Hyderabad. But from 1990s onwards, by taking the help, by taking the encouragement, by taking the motivation of a great leader, what happened? The entire scenario has been changed. He came to the power in 1995. Then in 1990, within 2 years, what happened? He invited Bill Gates to come to India. He came to India. At that time, meeting with Bill Gates was very difficult. Even we were chief minister or prime minister. Why? Because that was the phase of computer technology introduction. So at that moment, what happened? Great personality, with his visualization, he invited Bill Gates to India. Then after that, you see, each year by year, there was a development taking place with the initiation taken by CBM. Now next, 1998, high-tech city came to Hyderabad. That bringing Hyderabad, high-tech city to the Hyderabad, again it have changed the entire face of Hyderabad. Before that, Hyderabad, maybe in post-independence period, it was a public sector university of well dominated the entire economy. But from 1998 onwards, you can see that Hyderabad high-tech city, it was constructed near Madhapur region. Then immediately many companies came to, software companies came to Hyderabad. At that time I was a student. Still remember that certain computers were there. And those who joined as an employee in certain computers as a software specialist, then they used to get 50,000 salary. At that time 50,000 salary means it was great amount. International banks, private banks, HDFC, then ICICI. Okay, I think sir knows about that, all the banks. That banks, they started queuing to give loans to the certain computers employees. And when I was a student, I have seen those who joined in certain computers as an employee. The next month only, they used to buy a car. Next month, they used to buy a plot. Being a student, when I looked at them, I also got lots of inspiration. That there is no ending to put the richness. They are becoming like that. Like that, thousands, lakhs of students got benefited because of this. Those who are at that time have a knowledge of software, knowledge on computers, and they became so rich, they became wealthy. So it has transformed Hyderabad. You see, it was a student city. It was under the Nizam, and later in post-independence period, it was an industrial city consisting many of the public sector units. But from 1990s onwards, you see the transformation taking place during the great personality of Chandra Babu Naidu. I am mentioning the years and what he contributed to the Hyderabad development. Okay, so this is the history, talks about the facts of it. And another important thing, you see 1999, he prepared Vision 2020, and after that, he introduced the e-government system. Before that, there was no e-government system. But because of this computer technology, e-Seva centers, me-Seva centers, okay, and directly CM sir used to have a conference directly from Hyderabad. He used to have a conference with the district collectors direct. Before that, to meet CM sir means it is a big task for them. So that from that time onwards, because the technology made easy to all these executive personalities to reach the people. That's what it made it. Nowadays it became a common thing. Even now we can also having a Zoom meeting, Zoom classes. Am I right or not? So that was the vision. In 2020, he visualized that by 2020 it should be there like that. So it is happened now. Now I need not come to your class and to this auditorium and to give a lecture to you. From Meghalaya I can give you a lecture through the Zoom meeting. Am I right or not? So now it is 2025. So that vision became true now. And another important thing, that genome project. 2-3 years back, 4 years back, the entire world has suffered with a great epidemic disease called COVID-19. Hyderabad pharma companies played a prominent role in making the vaccine. The entire world now depends upon Hyderabad pharma medicine. Am I right or not? So that was, you see, this one by one, adding, interconnected. If I get 1 lakh salary, what I will do first? I will buy a car. Am I right or not? So that automobile industry will grow. If I get 1 more lakh salary, what I will buy a plot. That real estate business will grow. Am I right or not? So means once you started earning money, it leads to develop. You see, look at the development of other sectors. That happened in Hyderabad, where the initiations taken. Chandra and Naidu, who have strictly implemented, liberalized that policies, then because of that thing, you can see this thing. This is the high-tech city. When it was constructing, I was a student. I used to go by scooter, motorcycle, go to this place. I have seen many times. At that time, these nearby all places was a forest only. But now look at this place. Flyovers are there, electricity, many kinds of things are there. Now look at Hyderabad, metro. So all these things you can see. India's first biotech company, Genome Valley, 2002 ORR, 2003 International Airport. Okay, so now you can see. Now in Hyderabad, IT sector, pharma sector, hospital sector, retail industry, and real estate business, and global investments, infrastructure projects, and you can see e-governance, digital services, and entrepreneurs reach to the global level. This is what now the Hyderabad. Okay, so cannot avoid telling the name in making Hyderabad like this. Name is CBR. Okay, so this is what. Why I am telling now, leadership also is very necessary thing to promote, to give encouragement and motivation for the development of the business. So this is what the Hyderabad. Now, this is also can be called as a CBL phase. Why? For every year, every alternative year, you can see the development. I can surely tell you that no chief minister can take this kind of sharp decision every year by year, and then strictly implement like this and strictly visualize the future of that place. That's what in the beginning I told you, the future lies in the past. So that's what know the past history of Hyderabad, you come to know the future of yourself. Okay? So this is what about the Hyderabad. And now you can see, he also has given encouragement to the entrepreneurship. In the beginning I asked you, you want a job or you want to make money? Here you see the makers, money makers are there. These are all the money makers. I tell you on the Shakti Group Industries chairman. Okay, he went to Hyderabad with empty hands. He went to Hyderabad seeking a job in BHL. Who went to Hyderabad to get a job? He became a millionaire. Okay, but before Chandra and Naidu only they went off. But from 1990s onwards, their business took a rapid speed. That is what. And now you can see that Ramaji, you know very well, Krishna Reddy, Pratap Reddy Garu, and K.V. Reddy Garu, and Pratap Reddy Garu, and now Reddy Laboratories, and GMR, our Lagarabad Rajgopal Garu, they have proved themselves by taking a chance of 1990s liberalization policies. They proved. They are all educated persons. They have not followed and they have not done any kind of a traditional business. Completely, they shifted their business activity towards the technocratic. These are all the technocrats. All their business depends upon the technocratic and service oriented. Okay? So hospital industry, look at Apollo now. It set a standards in the healthcare industry. Reddy Laboratories, it set a standards for international pharmaceutical companies. Satal Computers, he also created a somewhat a good starting point for the software industry from Hyderabad. Later, whatever may be happened, that is different. But we have to appreciate his intention. Okay, and then GMR. Now he is constructing all international airports and projects, infrastructure projects. So you see, all these are all technocrats. I'll tell you, this Ready Lab chairman, he worked in IDPL for monthly salary 1,500. Monthly salary, now he is in the sky like a business star. Why I am telling? Just to inspire you. Because all these technocratic educated people, by taking the liberalization policies as an advantage, they developed their business. They came to know how to develop their business and became a money maker, and they added lots of money to our Andhra Pradesh economy as well as to our Indian economy. At the beginning I told you, I don't want to tell about Akbar. I will tell about Brahma. I don't want to tell about Iltutmish. I will tell about Ramaji. I don't want to tell about Babu. I don't want to tell about Robert Clive. I don't want to tell about William Bentinck. I don't want to tell about anything. Who made their own history. Hyderabad in a sense, don't look at Hyderabad just as a Charminar photo and some other things. But Hyderabad means, this is what Hyderabad. Hyderabad means is a destiny of our infrastructure. Destiny for healthcare industry. It's a destiny for pharma care industry. It's a destiny for retail industry. It's a destiny for real estate business. It became a destiny for film industry. Recently what happened? Babu became a world popular, pan-world, pan-Indian movies are means produced by our, he created the infrastructure to make the best films in the world. So this is what the Hyderabad. Okay, that's what Samayikandra movement gave. An educated person, skilled personality, he can get a job in Hyderabad. A small businessman, he can sell the coconut bondas. He can also get employment in Hyderabad. A tea shop person also can make money in Hyderabad. I'll tell you one thing. Last month I went to Hyderabad. Then I asked one tea shop wala, how many tea you will sell in a day? He told me, sir, I can sell in a day almost 2,000 tea. 2,000 cups. 2,000 into 100 rupees, you can imagine his daily income. And multiply it with the monthly income. You see, that's why I am telling now, this Hyderabad became a heaven for the money makers, heaven for the job seekers, heaven for health. This is what the Hyderabad now.
మనతోటి ఉన్నటువంటి అన్నల గురించి కానీ మనం తెలుసుకొని వాళ్ళు ఎక్కడున్నారో చూసుకొని వాళ్ళకి ఏమైనా మన ముందు ఏమైనా లెక్చర్స్ కానీ లేదనుకుంటే ఇలాంటివి అరేంజ్ చేయొచ్చా అని ఆలోచించిన టైంలో నాకు వచ్చినటువంటి బెస్ట్ థాట్ ఏంటి అంటే శివాజీ అన్న చరిత్రని మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి మనం అంటే ఇంకా ఇప్పుడు ఉన్నటువంటి టెక్నాలజీ ప్రకారం ఎలా యూజ్ చేసుకోవాలనే దాని గురించి ఆలోచన చేసినప్పుడు నాకు ఐడియా వచ్చినటువంటి పర్సన్ శివాజీ అన్న. బట్ హీఈస్ best business person of our department, that is Doneti Sivaji and Dr. Doneti Sivaji Anna. Morning Anna, manam 11 o'clock actually start cheyali, but we started very late because of he traveled nearly 150 kilometers his own vehicle. So in between, in the airport, traffic jam is there, nearly 1 hour he waited in that place. So with that reason, we delayed organizing this FTP, and sorry for that. And also on behalf of Sivaji and also I am saying sorry to the students. Okay, so ilaga oka goppa FTP ni లేదా లెక్చర్ అరేంజ్ చేసినటువంటి అవకాశం కల్పించినటువంటి మన హెచ్ఓడి గారు ఎప్పుడు ఎంక్వైరీస్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు శివనాగి గారు, అలాగే యూపీఎస్సీ సిఎస్సిసి హెచ్ఓడి గారు కొత్త శ్రీనివాస్ గారు, మన డిపార్ట్మెంట్ పెద్దలు గౌరవనీయులు తెలుగు మాస్టర్ గారికి, అలాగే సాయి కుమార్ గారికి అందరికీ కూడా కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలియజేస్తూ, సో మై కొలీగ్స్ అండ్ స్టూడెంట్ స్టాఫ్, సో ఐ థ్యాంక్ ఎవ్రీవన్. సో మేక్ దిస్ lecture or APP a grand success. Thank you.